Good morning. I'm early today. I have been doing my lives in the evenings, but I thought I'd change it up a bit. I've already been out for my walk. I've already had one client. I've already done a couple of calls, and it's actually quite a nice day outside. So it's getting warmer. That's exciting. So what I want to talk about today is you are in control of your life. Yes, you are. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but you are. So let's talk about bringing our past experiences into our future and how that sometimes can stump us. If you're coming in live with me this morning, drop me some hearts. If you're watching the replay, still drop me some hearts. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this subject. So I'm just going to speak from personal experience. Sometimes that's the best way. I'll just turn my volume up. I know, I'm good. So you can make the changes that you want in your life. You can put this into any aspect of your life that you like. But, you know, we all have stuff that's happened to us in our past. And what I have learned is that we bring that into our present and also into our future. So I'm very strong about creating vision rather than setting goals. I mean, we can set goals, that's fine, but creating that vision and focusing on that and moving forward to that, and what are the things that we need to do in order to put the puzzles together to create the vision of how you want it to be. Okay, so how does the past relate to that? So oftentimes, and we've all had, you know, some people live enchanted lives, or do they? We've all got stuff, and it's not a competition as to who has the worst stuff happen to them. You know, it's irrelevant. Trauma is trauma. That's what I'm going to call it, trauma. So when something, or we form a belief or a habitual pattern of things from things that happened in our past, then that, I'm going to go that way because you guys are the opposite to me. In our past, we bring those forward into our present, and oftentimes this is the thing that I see stopping clients. It's not the food, it's not the exercise. Sure, there are things that need to be addressed if you're wanting to create changes with your health and fitness, but let's generalize that for the whole of your life, because really what we are here to do is to just be authentic and be in joy. And we are, well, this is my opinion, we can rise to that by overcoming our challenges. And, you know, we've read and heard and watched movies about people that overcome insurmountable challenges. And I guess in one way that's a little bit negative for the average Joe, because then we do the comparison thing, right? Like, okay, so, that person had to chop their arm off and to get themselves out of wedged in between a rock. She's obviously not on my live. Monique, if you're on my live, stop calling me. Anyway, I can get rid of that on here because now it's going to be on my... I'll just decline that. So, where was I? Yes, so comparison. So one person might have something really horrific and another person, if we're comparing, is not so horrific, but the impact of the trauma is equally as, what's the word I'm looking for? The impact that trauma has is equally as damaging. It stops us from moving forward. We form these belief systems around what has happened, and then that stops us. We'll get so far and then we won't go anymore. I don't know if you can relate to that, but I certainly can. So I guess my point is about practicing, even when it feels like, when we start to move forward to our goals or toward our vision, it feels sticky, for want of another word. It feels a bit sticky and we get stuck and it becomes hard. But, you know, that's our perception. So we stop. But here's my challenge for you guys today. What is it that you want to do? Like, have you created your vision? If not, I highly recommend that you do that and become emotionally attached to that vision. Because if we just write a goal and we don't feel it, it doesn't change our state, we don't become emotional about it, it's really easy to let that goal drop and to stop going toward that vision. So create your vision, number one. The second thing that we need to do, this is the hard bit, is that we need to do those actions even when we don't want to. We know up here that it'll get us to our goal or our vision, but the pattern of what we're used to feels icky, and so it feels hard and we stop. Now, I'm not saying that like day one you practice that, day two, day three might be too hard and you just throw your hands up in the air. I want you to force yourself to do it anyway. Just force yourself and see what happens. And if you need some help with that, this is part of my coaching. I'm helping people get past their sticking point. So if you want a little bit of clarity around that and in more depth than what I can do in a live, you've got two options. You can book a free consultation with me, 30 minutes, or you can get registered for my webinar tonight. And I'm going to get my beautiful Julie to put both those links in the comments. So there's your choice. Oh, you do have a third choice. You can just listen to this and go whatever and go on with your day. Either way, just before I do check out, I just want to thank you guys that come and join me on my lives, whether it's on the replay. I appreciate that you come in and listen to my ruminations. I really do appreciate that. I mean that. So thank you. And I'm wishing all of you a happy, healthy day. And maybe I'll see you on a booking. Maybe I'll see you on the Zoom call tonight on the webinar. Either way, have an absolutely fantastic day.